Sammy Guevara suspended from AEW.
Why'd you got Latin all of a sudden when
I
you
don't
said
know.
that? Like, all of a sudden you just got Latin.
If I say Guevara,
Say it like a gringo says, Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
He's like, Guevara.
Sammy
You
Guevara.
wrote some of these or
See, it doesn't even roll right.
Yeah,
Sammy Guevara. I'm gonna butcher every time I say it. Sammy Guevara was suspended by AEW due to not following concussion protocol during a match against Jeff Hardy on AEW Rampage on February 14th.
So hold on. Oh, because he didn't stop the match because Jeff Hardy got concussed. Oh, so I remember seeing a video where he did a flip or.
I think it tells us a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, during the match, Guevara's move accidentally broke Hardy's nose.
Yeah.
But the match continued, leading Guevara executing his finisher, which contravened AEW's concussion guidelines. The length of his suspension has not been disclosed, and Guevara wrestled Powerhouse Hobbs on AEW programming after the incident with Hardy, but has not commented on his suspension. So question is, how were concussions treated or managed during your tenure with the WWF?
I think we ignored them. Like, honestly, I don't, in the Attitude Era, I don't think we were aware as much as to the damages from concussions, and I think we were constantly taking chair shots without our hands up and stuff, and I'm sure that we probably all walked through that era concussed. When I broke my neck, they told me that it was like a miracle. They said it was a good thing I broke my neck, and I kind of just looked at them, and then they showed me my the CAT scan or the MRI of my brain or whatever you look at, and they go, "Well, you see this hot spot right here? I had a hot spot." And they go, "This is a real problem." Like, so it was a reoccurring concussion, you know. And they go, you know, this is, we've seen this with like really bad people that are recurring concussed, and we've also seen it with people that do a lot. And I went, and they just looked at me, and I went, they go, "Both of it, huh?" I go, "Yeah," you know, but yeah, I believe concussions were a real thing then. I don't, unless they were like just loopy out of it. I don't think we didn't really speak up a lot then. Not that we were afraid to speak. Well, we wanted to keep working. We didn't want to lose a response, but I think we all had like a machismo or a macho thing about it, and like always trying to out-top each other with bigger moves and who could take the hardest chair shot and little just silly things like boys, you know, like who could hit, you know. So yeah, it was a major thing, but there was no protocol at that time. I do think it's very important to have it. I think it's very important. I don't take any. I still will take like some tattoo needles in the head here and there, some things, but I get concussed very easy now. If I take a nasty shot to the head, if I get a kick that catches me off guard, I can walk around bumping into doors and wow. So I get concussed very easy. So I'm very careful about stuff like that now. So it is a serious thing, and I'm glad I took care of it. I'm not sure of the situation and reference with Sammy Guevara and Jeff Hardy. I seen the video where he landed, his knees kind of hit him in the face, broke his nose or whatever, but I don't know, they're saying they suspended him, but you should suspend the referee. Maybe you should suspend if there's somebody in charge of that match, the agent, or who's the producer, or maybe they should have came out and just stopped the match too. You know, yeah. I mean, I get it, but what's he supposed to go? Hey, I get the old school in me is like, hey, wrestling, you should maybe stop, but I don't know. You also, I think there's other people that could step in there and just stop that too, right? I mean, I know I don't know the whole story, right? So, I mean, I seen Matt out there and I seen Jeff and Matt flip them off, but for me, I sometimes the lines of storyline blurring or trying to make something out of something bad that happened to make it an angle. I don't know. I get a little lost because I don't watch the program enough, and I certainly don't read all the gossip or reports or newsletters and stuff like that, especially as of late. I've been really, really busy, so it's really hard for me to give an educated or give my hypothesis on it. But I feel like those, if they really said, hey, they suspended him because he stopped the match, I feel like, well, there's more than just him that could stop the match. There's a referee. There's the producer could come out. They could just like, hey, this is done. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I didn't see it though. So, but it's sad. Jeff's a great guy. Hate to see him get hurt. He's been so beat up lately with his back and different things. When before all that stuff went down, where he got in trouble with the DUI stuff like that, I wrestled him and his brother in Greenville, South Carolina, or somewhere, and I can just hear him. Like, I'm grizzled and I'm beat up. You hear me in class trying to get in out of the rings. he was 10 times worse than that. And he was still performing every night too. Like I could hear him going, oh, trying to get up there and just move. And I was like, oh man, I thought I felt bad for myself, but he was just working through a lot of pain. So we tend to work through stuff, no matter whether it's good or bad for us, but I don't know if they're saying, hey, Sammy, you should have stopped because he didn't know he was concussed. Or I don't know what happened. I don't know. I didn't see the whole match. So I don't know what they actually spent him for, or if they just, I don't know. It's just hard to do it without knowing all the facts. Just say, give an honest opinion,
You kind of answered the second question about, your experience and observation from your, like how you handle yours and what the medical staff did back then.
When we were there, we just kept going. I don't think our opponent would be like if somebody hit me, like somebody hit me really hard. And if Sin Bodhi, speaking of Sin Bodhi, because we talked about the movie after that, he goes around. Sin Bodhi is like the lightest guy in the ring. He's never potato, but he tells a story where he hit me so hard. He said it would have just killed an average person, right? I'm not saying that I'm anything above average, but when he tells a story, but I just like. I would say, quit being a just go on. Like I laugh and then shake it off, and I think a lot of us in that era were like that. We're like, shut up, man, just keep going, because we didn't think nothing of it. We threw caution in the wind. I think we just different generation, different. We came up a different way in wrestling. A little bit of a harder style. And then I'm not saying what they do now or stuff's not harder or more complex or more. I think it's more dangerous with all the flips and this and this and that. Like this high acrobatic and high risk. But yeah. So I think it was just a different time and different generation, and we knew a lot less. We don't know what we know now about concussions. The NFL and different things have helped you understand the problems that come from that and the dangers and the awareness of that and the depression and the suicides from it and CTE, or the and acting out with rage or just this unpredictable behavior or dangerous behavior because of it or the depression, all that, all bad. So we weren't aware of that kind of stuff, or if it was out there, we weren't definitely not educated on it, and it was just more of a machismo thing. Like, shut up, come on, hit me again, like I'm fine, you know what I mean? So
yeah.